The telephone is ringing. You got me on the run. I'm driving in my car now, anticipating fun. I'm driving right up to you, babe. I guess that you couldn't see, yeah, but you were under my wheels, honey. Why don't you let me be? 'Cause when you call me on the telephone, say, take me to the show. And then I said, honey, I just can't go. Oh, lady said, I can't leave her home. Telephone is ringing. You got me on the run. I'm driving in my car now. I got you under my wheels. I got you under my wheels. I got you under my wheels. Got you under my wheels. Yeah, I got you under my wheels.
Hey everyone, Joe here. Wanted to do an introduction and, well, full build, honestly. I'm jumping into the Porsche group build, hosted by a few people, and I know one of them is BG. It's not necessarily the Scale Auto podcast as a whole. It's not their group build, but it is like BG and some of the other guys. Jason, I believe. I'm not sure who. Anyways, I'm jumping into this. I have yet to finish a car group build in a long time. I started the Porsche one last year, didn't finish it. Started the USAC group build this year with the Dart, didn't finish it. It's been a challenge for cars and me lately. But if you're seeing this video, it's a one video complete build, all in one. So you know that I have finished it because you're actually seeing this, which is a good thing. But this is what I've decided to do now. I may get another one in here, depending. It was between this and the 959, and I really like the 959 for a multitude of reasons. So if you see a video come up for that one, you'll know why. But I grabbed this one because I like the design of it. It will not be done. It will not have the mobile livery here. I don't care for race cars. I'm not into racing. That just doesn't float my boat. For those that are, that's awesome. And I think it's really cool. And I watch a lot of those builds, but I'm not going to do these decals. It's going to be a single color. I already know what color it's going to be. I already know the interior. I know the rims are going to be blacked out. I think I have to put the spoiler on here, unfortunately. I didn't kind of want it, but as I looked at the kit body, I'm like, oh, yeah, these right here are molded in. And there's no way. I mean, I could chop it off, fill it, sand it. I'm not going to do all that. That's the kind of stuff that would stop me from completing the build. So we're going to keep it like this. I know this starts June 1st, and I'm about a day or so before June 1st, so I'm going to wait a day to dig into this, but I don't know if that matters or not. But anyways, a cool kit, Tamiya kit, so it's going to go together well, most likely. It does have some engine detail, so for those that like engines, this back half flips open, and you can see the engine detail in there. And, you know, tires, there's not too much to it. It's Tamiya kit, and it's a sports car, so it doesn't really have much of an underside, which is kind of good for me right now. But that's what I'm going to do. Again, if you want to fast forward to the end of the video for the pictures, please feel free. I'm not doing it in this race livery. I'm kind of excited to do it the way I'm going to do it, and see how it turns out. Let's get cracking on this one. So just to get started, who's got 2 thumbs and already screwed this car up? This guy. I had to order another kit. I'll get to that in a second. But here's our engine and what we have so far. Just some different metallizers, and didn't do too much to it. Just paint wise, you know, got it all together. I was going to do a black wash, but you're not even going to see this unless you take the back off of it, which I probably never will. So, and you can see what our interior is going to be right here. And you can see the interior here. Now I was going to flock this, but I decided because this is a converted race car or a faux street car, just going to have the look of a street car. But I figured, no, don't flock it. This would still be a kind of a metal pan probably. Just put a paint over it. So I may come in with some aluminum and just do some scratching and get that going. And we got a couple of disc brakes with our caliper on there, yellow caliper. Reason for that, it'll show off after at some point. But I already screwed up because I already snapped one of these axles for the back that the tire goes on. And the reason I snapped it was to try and get this apart. This is 2 pieces, and I put it on incorrectly. I'm so used to Tamiya kits being keyed so that you can't screw up that I was just moving along at a fast pace, not paying attention. This fit together, so I'm like, oh, if it fits, that's the way it's supposed to go because this is Tamiya. Otherwise, they would key it so that it doesn't fit. That's not the case. This side, should be, on the same side as this side. So that's what happened. And then I got so frustrated I broke it trying to get it apart. It had been glued for days and days and days and painted, so that's why. But we're moving on. We got our extra kit now in case I screw up the body, which is a very good possibility, and screw up other things, which also a very good possibility. So we'll just keep having at it and see where we get from here. All right, so we have the chassis and everything all put together here, as you can see. We have some of our interior in now. I did not put in the seat belts. They're red and it's a decal, and I just didn't like the look of it, so left those out. Also, there's supposed to be some, I don't want to say a roll cage, but there's some barriers that are supposed to go across the door and across the front here, which I'm going to be leaving off. And then we have the dashboard all done up with the steering wheel's done in a rubber black just to offset it a little bit. And got the decal in there with some clear just to give it a little bit of a glass look. Again, nothing too fancy with this. We're just trying to get it completed. And that's going to fit down in there like so. And then I got to put some dry transfers, or wet transfers I should say. It's not decals, on the tires. I'm going to try that for the first time ever, see how that turns out. I've got one other decal I want to get on the body, but the body is all painted up. And then I just have one decal on there that I think I want to get on there. Don't think there's any emblems. And I should be able to finish this up here pretty soon. In fact, probably the next video will be the picture show. So let me get back to it and try and get this thing zipped up. Well, we finished a car. It's been a while. This is for the Porsche group build, and it took 2 kits. It took 2 kits, but we finished it. I'm actually really glad I ordered that second kit, not only because of the spindle that I broke, but I then proceeded to break multiple other items, such as the pedals. I broke the windshield wipers. I messed up the masking for the windows, which you would think as an aircraft modeler, I would have gotten that correct, but no. So glad I bought that other kit. It came in really handy, and it also helped to relieve a lot of the pressure because I knew I had a spare part if I messed something up. I now know why a lot of the model car guys will buy multiple kits. A good Tamiya kit, so obviously it for the most part it went together really well. It's weird because it is a race car, and this back half of it is supposed to be, you could take it off. So it doesn't line up. I started filling in some of the panels, some of the flares, like on the back end. I filled those in, putting them up just to get rid of the seams, but then realized, you know what, this is a race car. It's actually supposed to have those seams. So we left them on in other places. Overall, I think it came out looking really, really good. I'm really happy. I think the stance on this, as low as it is, I think it looks mean. So we used the Squadron USAAF, which is the United States Air Force olive green. And I think that worked really well. There was a good chance to use that paint in full. Then put the one Porsche decal on the spoiler or wing, however you want to refer to it. And of course, coated everything with a VMS satin. Did not do any panel lining on this. I didn't think it needed it. The panels were pretty deep as it was. So I just kind of left that as it is. I did not get the dry transfers on the wheels. I screwed that up as well. So I peeled those off. And, you know, this thing's murdered out anyways. We'll just keep it as it is, you know, with the black. I think the yellow calipers was a nice touch on this. So I was happy. That looked pretty good. They're not overpowering. They just stand out a little bit. Yeah, all in all, I'm really, really happy. Finally, like I said, finally finished a car build. It's been a while. I kept screwing things up. I entered a bunch of group builds and never finished them. Entered the Porsche group build last year. Never actually finished that. Never even made a video. So here we are. I'm hoping I might be able to get another one in. I've got something in mind, but I'm not sure. We'll see if I feel like building another car. Thank you to the hosts for putting this on. Of course, really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. So until next time, everyone, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying safe. Take care.